that you wish would come true.
I want to write an image, like a log cabin quilt pattern, and stretch it across all the lonely people who just don't fit in. We might make a world if I do that. I want to boil a stew with all the leftover folk whose bodies are full of empty lives. We might feed a world if I do that. Twice in our lives we need direction, when we are young and innocent, when we are old and cynical, but since the old refused to discipline us, we now refuse to discipline them, which is a contemptuous for us to respond to each other. I'm always surprised that it's easier to stick a gun in someone's face or a knife in someone's back than to touch skin to skin anyone whom we like. I should imagine if nature holds true, one day we will lose our hands since we do not work nor make any love. If nature is true, we shall all lose our eyes since we cannot even now distinguish the good from the evil. I should imagine we shall lose our souls since we have so blatantly put them up for sale and glutted the marketplace, thereby depressing the price. I wonder why we don't love not some people away on the other side of the world with strange customs and habits, not some folk from whom we were sold hundreds of years ago, but people who look like us, who think like us, who want to love us. Why don't we love them? I want to make a quilt of all the patches and find one long, strong pole to lift it up. I have a mind to build a new world. Want to play.
In the second stanza, Nikki GIovanni brings up a metaphorical stew. This stanza, pertaining to this stew, is used to criticize the lack of love that people give to people that are considered outcasts in society. This can also share another meaning, and could be being used to criticize the way that people around the world do go hungry due to this same lack of love and caring that allows people to starve without helping one another. In the sixth and seventh stanza, Nikki GIovanni uses repetition in saying, "if nature holds true." She says humans will continue to lose certain traits and certain body parts. She does this to allude to Charles Darwin's theory of evolution in order to criticize the lack of love and affection people display daily, and to criticize how little humans show care toward one another. In the very last line of this poem, Nikki GIovanni says, "want to play." She does this without using punctuation, yet it sounds like she would intend for a question mark to go in this area. This is likely used to convey a tone of innocence and to demonstrate a childhood love, to point out that children all love one another because they are innocent. This, then, is what her ideal world would look like, as she mentions in the final stanza.